Let me show you exactly what you get with the fully updated Neakasa M1 automatic litter box. Now, this was gifted to me and it's the second Neakasa M1 I've had. I tested their prior version for many months. I loved it. It was a fantastic box. It's very popular for good reason, but they have upgraded it with a lot of fantastic safety features. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how this comes out of the box, set it up, and show you what my cat thinks. Let's get to it. Now, I do need to address the elephant in the room. The reason why Neakasa has come out with a new, safer model is because their prior model had some, whether verified or unverified, I can't tell, but scares possibly worse. And it was because it had a gear that could spin all the way, and it had magnets as sensors, and in a couple situations the magnets had fallen and it had made the machines work in a way they shouldn't have ever gone. They basically were overspinning. When that happened, what I loved seeing is that Neakasa responded immediately. Not only did they send out immediate firmware updates to prevent any boxes from responding incorrectly if a magnet fell, but they also showed people how they could physically prevent it by cutting out a couple of the gears. I'll show you that when I open this up. They stopped production and then they corrected this box and since are producing a much better box. This box has multiple weight sensors. It has even more infrared sensors than the prior box did, and it actually has a couple grooves cut out of the gear so the gear can never physically overspin. And on top of that, this box now forces the firmware updates to make sure that it's always up to date. Now, the first thing you'll see is a very large quick start guide that walks you through anything that you might have questions for, in addition to helping you connect to the app and put this all together. And then it has the support legs, a much thicker manual for more detail, power adapter, and the waste bags. And I do really like Neakasa's waste bags. They are very standard bags, so you are not required to use these bags, but they're also great as they are. Now, the reason I point this out at all is that some automatic litter boxes have very custom bags, and I can't stand that, as it means I'm really stuck buying the bags from the brand. And while I definitely recommend and prefer the bags from the brand in general, it's nice to have options and it also keeps the cost down. So I really like that these are standard bags for litter boxes. And then I'm so excited because last time I had the dark gray one, and this time I got the white one. Now, this is pretty. I really love the white color, and I love that it has gray as well. This is really nice because this back section where the gray is where all the cat debris is going to slide over into the waste bin. So you don't really want this to be a high contrast spot. I like that they thought about that. And putting this together really is as simple as adding on these legs. But before I do, let me just show you a few pieces of this. To start off with, the sides come off. They have a handle right here that you can unlock, and then you just kind of have to yank up. And then let me take off the other side here. And this is the first feature I want to show you, is that this has a gear and it has some missing teeth. And that means it cannot continue spinning, it cannot overspin. It's always going to have a small opening when it spins, which I'll show you when we get to it. And then of course you have the drum here. This is that contrast I was talking about. And then it has the rubbery bottom here. This is where the litter will sit. This is nice and easy to clean. You'll also feel that it's kind of flexible, and that's on purpose. So if anything sticks to it, it will flop off as it spins. For the most part, things do still get stuck on these from time to time. And then this has a fixed filter. Some of the automatic boxes actually give you options, but I find that this filter works great, whether you have clay or tofu litter, whatever type of litter you're using, it should work in an automatic box. Now on the bottom, it has this soft fuzzy material. This is just to help keep all the litter being brushed, almost swept into the bottom waste bin as it spins. And it actually does come with extra of that brushy material, so you can change that out over time. Really nice addition there. And then let's get to the base. The first part is it does actually have the waste bin already in, and this is nice in that it is just expandable. And once you expand it out, you'll see that you have a lot of space here. This really can last a couple weeks. Obviously, it depends on how often your cat goes, how much your litter clumps, how many cats you have. But this is a nice large waste bin. And while I have it in hand, I'll just put it in the trash bag. And the waste bin does have this little hook for the trash bag. So when you're finished, you can just yank it from here to tighten it up real quick so you don't have to smell it all. But that's how the trash bag goes in. And then while we're underneath here, I want to show a key feature. And that is that there are a ton of sensors along this section right here. And that's because this is the one spot where you really don't want your cat to ever go into while it's spinning. And these infrared sensors will recognize any movement and stops. We're gonna put that to the test when I plug it in. But when it comes to putting it together, it really is as easy as adding these legs, putting in the waste drawer. And then of course, for your setup, you probably never took off the drum, so there was no need to do this, but I will put mine back together. And when you put on the side handles, you want to pull down the little lever to lock them back into place and plug it in. And when you plug it in, it'll immediately start spinning. And right now you can hear how it sounds as it spins. So it does have a bit of a whirring noise, and once I add the litter, it'll also have the sound of the litter cascading through it and any clumps falling into the waste bin. And it is beeping as well. You can turn off the beeps, but it beeped at me because it doesn't have any litter in it. And so it's beeping and it's flashing on level that it needs litter. Now on the front, you can control this just manually. You have obviously your on-off button. Clean will have it auto clean. Level will have it obviously level. Empty is if you want it to dump the entire box. And Wi-Fi is to connect to the app, which is what we'll be doing next as soon as I add some litter. So now I'll just add my litter, and I use World's Best Cat Litter. I've tested quite a few litters. They all have pros and cons, but I do really love this litter and I always come back to it, specifically the one with lavender scent. And now that the litter's in, I can level it. So now I'm in the app and it really is as easy as pressing Add Robot. And then I will pick my robot. And then it says I want to hold down the Wi-Fi button for 3 seconds until I hear a beep. And then the Wi-Fi button will start flashing. And now I can tell it that the indicator light is flashing. Now this is key. The Neakasa will only connect to a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi network. This is very common across smart devices. If a device actually connects to 5 gigahertz, they will usually market that as an additional feature. So enter in your Wi-Fi information and go to the next step. And now I'm in. The first thing it wants me to do is create a unique name and add my cat. I'm just going to name this the M1 Lite, very boring name, and add my kitty. Now I've added in the minimum information, his name and weight. I did go ahead and add a picture too. And you can add multiple cats, and the cats will be identified based on their weight. So just keep in mind, if your cats all weigh the same, this isn't going to be as smart in identifying each cat. I do recommend a machine that has an AI camera if you are looking for that. And then you can go to the rest of setup. You can choose whether or not it actually does automatic cleaning. The only reason to turn this off, in my opinion, is if you are introducing your cat to this box. I recommend only having it manually clean so you can be there with your cat when it cleans so they don't get scared until they're more comfortable with it. Or if you have kittens, never have an automatic box running with a kitten. Each box has different minimums and rules around kittens and pregnant cats, so just pay attention to that, please. But I'm going to turn back on automatic cleaning, and then I can do smart mode where it'll automatically clean after the cat, and I can choose how long I want it to wait. And when it comes to cleaning time, this is how long it'll wait after the cat leaves. This is both to not potentially frighten your cat, but also very much to let the litter actually do its job, fully clump. So you really want to pay attention to your litter with this. I have found that with my litter, 4 minutes is ideal. And then you have automatic covered, and I definitely recommend this. This just means that the box is going to rotate a little bit extra before it does the full clean, just to make sure everything is fully covered. This helps reduce odors. It helps reduce how much is going to stick along the back filter and along the ridge as it goes down into the waste bin. Really useful. And then automatic restoring is new for me. This wasn't on the prior Neakasa. And what would happen is when the Neakasa waste bin got full, it would just flip upside down and sit and wait for you to come and clean that, which meant that all of the smell of the waste bin would go into your home until you finally got around to cleaning it. So if you weren't home and the waste bin got full and it spun, it could get really smelly. So what I love about this is that it will go back to its original position. So it means that your cat can continue to use the litter box. It's just gonna be more like a manual box. It won't auto clean until you come and empty the waste bin. It does have a lot of warnings with this because once that waste bin's full, the sensors might not be seen. There are some concerns. So definitely do this only if you feel comfortable with it. And then finally, if you don't want to do smart mode, you can just do cycle mode. And this just means it's going to clean every few hours. So you can choose when it will clean. I've already poured in the cat litter and now we're set. This app is wonderfully friendly. All you really have is your clean, your level button, your calibration button. And you can tell it how full it is. Mine is definitely at 100%. So it's gone all the way up to the top, and there is actually percentages right here. So you can see how full your litter is. I am over 100%. I've overfilled it right now. So I'm telling it that I am actually at 100%. I'm gonna start calibration. And so now it's just calibrated that it knows that it's at 100% litter, that it can actually measure my cat correctly. And down below, it will track the record of when my cat goes. And up in the top corner, the gear really goes back over those cleaning settings we've already talked about. And it can also have some more details. The kitten mode will force it to never rotate. Do not disturb will mean that it will not clean during a certain time. So if this is in the room where you sleep, maybe you want it to only be manual during that time. And then non-stoppable cycle is also new for me. This is really unique. If your cat likes going into the litter bin while it's spinning, you can actually let it keep spinning with your cat using it. So if you have one of those cats that only wants to use the bin when it shouldn't be used, you can actually let it run. And that just means this top part will keep spinning. But the moment it gets to any potential pinch points, it will stop and wait until your cat leaves. So very unique. Neakasa is really giving you a lot of control here. As for other settings, you can definitely lock down the buttons for child safety. You can have silent mode, which I love. I don't like the beeps personally. And it does have the option for you to choose what time format you like, whether you want it to be 12-hour increments or 24-hour military time. You have the control. So now, because I am very rude to my cat, I am gonna have him come check out this box. I do not recommend putting your cat in a box, but I just wanna see what he thinks and let you see how he looks in here. My ragdoll is young, super healthy. He only goes once a day, so it's very hard to capture when he goes. He's not the most consistent either, but he is 14 pounds. You can see that he can fit fully in the box. The main thing for him is he will often put his paws on the side when he goes. He has a lot of space. I won't force him to stay in there, but as you can see, that's what it looks like when he goes in. Plenty of space. These open drums are great for any size cat, specifically the larger cats, just because they really can just stick their bum in there and get the job done. Now, if you've just switched from a manual box, you may think this is very tiny, but it really isn't. It is a great size. And I do want to show you what I mean. The interior section is about 17 inches by 14 inches. So that's a lot of space there. And while I think most cats will have no issue with this jump, It is a 15-inch jump. Neakasa does have a step for this. There are a lot of other steps you can use if you want a step that can also act as a litter catch. And if your cat goes on walls, it is not going to leak outside the drum. It is going to go all the way into the litter, but the walls will get dirty over time. It means you will need to clean your walls more. The only issue is if your cat goes over this front edge wall and it drips over the side. Again, you know your cat, you're going to know whether or not this box will work for them. But for most cats that will go somewhere in the pan, it'll be perfect. So that's how this box works. Let me show you those safety features with all the litter in here. So now it's going to spin, and you can see my clumps here are very big clumps actually. And right now it's doing that rotation that I talked about, that if there was anything that your cat had not covered, it's going to rotate back and forth a couple times to capture anything. This is also the time where if your cat likes only going in a box that is spinning, you can let your cat in this. There's not a pinch point while it's going. But I had that off, so that means that if I jumped in here, it stops immediately, and it stops so fast. And then when I take my hand away, it'll start back up. And I'm gonna let you listen to it for just a moment here so you can hear it with the litter in it. So that's how it sounds. Now, one thing to keep in mind here, this is really based on your litter, is you can see that some of my litter stuck. That's really just because I poured way too much water, more than a cat would ever do. So it's stuck because of that. But now it's capturing all those chunks and all the excess litter because I overfilled it. Now this is the key moment. There's two things going on here. One is it will never all the way close thanks to that gear. But the other piece is if for any reason your cat went in here, it's going to stop immediately. And it's even going to open back up and beep at me. And how that happened is that there's a ton of sensors that I showed you earlier on both sides of this. And the moment it recognizes movement, warm movement, because they're infrared, it's going to stop and alert me. And now that it knows I left, it's going to spin back. And again, if I put any part of me in here, even though now I am not near that sensor, but push on that as it's coming back up, it'll immediately open all the way. So this is a huge improvement upon what Neakasa had before. I am really quite impressed with that. I'm going to take my weight off of it. And if you are looking at a box that has that moment where it has the waist bin open and then closes over the waist bin, which is very common in a lot of automatic boxes, this is exceptionally impressive. They really have added all the sensors I want to see. And now I can show in the app that Dawes entered, stayed for 25 seconds. It gives me his weight right now, and it gives me that manual cleanup. So you can see that over time, it'll give me all the information I need to know about my kitty. I gotta tell you, I am very impressed with all of the safety features that Neakasa has built into this wonderful machine. It's such a nice machine in that it's a very small footprint, very clean experience from the buttons on the front to the app, and it's extremely cat friendly because of the open drum design. And I also think it's really nice for us pet owners in that it has the super large drawer. Now I do have one complaint about the Neakasa, and that's that it doesn't have a deodorizer built into the drawer, and that it is wide open when it dumps into that drawer. So if the drawer has gotten really full and is really smelly, and when it opens all the way up to dump all the litter in, all that smell can come up and into your space. This is definitely a box that I would empty the drawer maybe a little more often than you can get away with some of the other boxes, but that's a pretty minor con, and you can adapt accordingly by adding some sort of deodorizer in the room next to this. Maybe a plug-in deodorizer, maybe something manual, whatever works for you. Overall, this is a really impressive box. I think Neakasa has done a fantastic job with their upgrades. I am really impressed with the Neakasa M1 Lite.